Mike McDonald with White Pro News. We are at the Louisville Geek Dinner in Louisville, Kentucky, oddly enough. I'm with Jim Shields and Jason Lambden, and you guys are local area tech kind of folks right here at the Geek Dinner. So maybe give us an idea of what you're here for and what kind of things you get out of these networking events.
We are actually a computer recycler, electronics recycler. This type of event we come to try to let folks know what we do and all the tech work that they do, and when it's all done and said and done, it's obsolete. Nobody wants it. Instead of throwing it in the ground, we are an option that keeps it out of the ground and keeps the hazmat from leaching into groundwater and that kind of thing. So,
that sounds good. And you guys, I guess, have a website that you operate from, or how big of a part of your business or your organization is the website?
We do get a very large number of referrals from the website. It's www.recyclelouisville.com. And it's a portal a lot of people use to find us. We do a lot of these networking events, and we do some promotion, but the website does generate a lot of interest in us.
Now, as far as the website goes, do you do, how do you market the site? Do you do a lot of SEO? Do you do pay-per-click advertising? I mean, what kind of vehicles do you use to promote the site or raise the visibility?
Well, the primary promotion we have for the website is the fact that we have a great name. We don't really go for many pay-per-clicks. Actually, we don't do any right now. Right now, we are well positioned just from the fact that we really are the only folks doing this, that we automatically get a very high ranking in most search engines.
So mostly when you come to an event like this, you're just trying to meet some folks that might have some computers they're going to junk, right? Or is that pretty much accurate? Or
yeah, we're basically looking to expand, to let people know that we are available. And the primary thing we're doing with a lot of these events, with the fact that we have so many IT and tech people here, is to let them know, to let their clients know that we exist, to get the word out, because we are a no-cost recycler. There are other recycling options in the area, but everyone else is a pay option, and we are a no-pay option.
That's cool. So what do you do with the stuff? I mean, when somebody brings you, their Dell from 1983 or 1995 or whatever, I mean, what do you guys do with it? What's the process?
it's basically broken into its commodity levels, the metals, the green board, the plastics, and then those are sent to their commodity markets, if you will. And the end recyclers, smelters, people that are reusing those products at their commodity level. So, and of course to us, having enough of it, that's actually where we generate revenue.
Do you guys do any like offline advertising, newspapers or radio or anything like that?
We've tried a little bit of that, but honestly anything we've done offline has generated pretty much nil. So everything we do is either email, blast, or word of mouth, and of course the internet being positioned well in the search engines just by virtue.
What kind of range do you guys have? I mean, are people bringing stuff in from Indianapolis, Lexington, other surrounding metro areas?
Yes, we are Kentucky-wide. We've gotten stuff from Bowling Green, Indianapolis, kind of all over. Mostly our footprint is in Louisville, but we do surrounding counties quite often, southern Indiana, and all of Kentucky, really.
Sounds good. And in terms of expanding the business, the website is pretty much more or less an informative thing, or are you taking do people like fill out a form and say, look, we have X amount of this and that? I mean, how do you...
The website's primarily informative. We do have a contact form for use on the website, and we have all of our local numbers on it. It's primarily informative to let people know that we exist, that there is a way to get rid of this, and to let people know that part of our mission is that what we get is actually recycled. There is no overseas dumping, because part of our mission as a company is also to educate people that overseas dumping and business practices like that do go on. And we want people to know that there are ways to get rid of the material that don't involve that do involve it actually getting recycled. We do a lot of things like we take monitors, which are a very hazardous material and are very popular amongst the overseas recyclers for the lead in them. And there are domestic recyclers that won't take monitors because domestically there's not a lot to do with them. We lose money on the monitors, but we take them to make sure that nothing bad is done.
So, but you guys are an example, I guess, of from an internet web perspective. You guys are an example of a very geocentric sort of business. I mean, your range is within probably 100 miles, I guess, maybe 200 miles. But you don't really have to budget a lot for SEO or pay-per-click and things like that to actually result well in engines. Are you guys resulting pretty well in all the engines, or any better than others? Or
we don't really have anybody we result poorly in yet, especially Google. We run very high on Google, and of course Google is the gatekeeper for everybody. But it also helps with the fact that we are regional, gives us more of an edge since we are regional rather than a national, because by virtue of the fact people are looking for a local recycler, that's going to bump us way up there over the people that are doing the cost per click advertising.
So you don't necessarily have to worry about doing like geo ads with some of the other engines. There's some local engines and things like that out there that a lot of people are looking at as far as, I need to get into that or pay these guys a little bit to enhance my local presence. But not been your experience, I guess.
Not really yet. Not really yet.
Typically the customer that's looking for us, they're going to put in the search engine, computer recycling Louisville, and of course, recyclelouisville.com. Of course, our front page talks a lot about recycling in Louisville. So I think a lot of those keywords help us to stay top of the list with most of the more popular search engines, and we check them from time to time to make sure we're still up there.
One other thing that we do is we do have a lot of local recycling partners we work with, and we do a lot of reciprocal linking between our pages, their pages, with events coming and that sort of thing. And that cross-linking also leads us to great search engine optimization, because someone can go in looking for not necessarily computers as a commodity, get one of our partners, and we get a great spread amongst there that because of the hit number we're going up, everybody's going up, and we're kind of getting this network going of Louisville recyclers.
But for the most part, you can do most of your search engine SEO requirements can be taken care of on page, I guess. The links are a great plus, but
yeah, and that gives us, with a higher hit count, we're going to go up in the priorities. But with a lot of the search engines, since we're looking for that specific search for Louisville recycling, that kind of thing, the CPC is high enough, since that is a specialized search, that we're really getting the results we get with a CPC without actually having a CPC.
Sounds good, fellas. Well, I appreciate you taking time to stop by.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. This is Mike McDonald with Web Pro News. We are at the Geek Dinner in Louisville, Kentucky.